Hello, welcome beautiful vibrant souls who are Aquarius suns or have other Aquarius placements to your month ahead forecast. This is going to be looking at October 2023. So, excuse me, we are going to be doing tarot messages for overarching things that you can expect in the month ahead. But because October is a time where the veil between the spiritual realm and the earthly realm is at its thinnest, I will also be pulling messages for what's going to be coming through, what energy is going to come through the veil most strongly for you. This could be a spiritual gift that is expanding or emerging. This could be messages from passed on loved ones. This could be insight and understanding, like intuitive knowing. So it's going to be different for everybody. It's been really interesting so far. With that, let's get into it. I hope you guys are having a good month. I want to look at this card but not take it. Okay, Five of Swords. Maybe it's been challenging. You might be in a fight with somebody right now. Or like very pointedly not talking to each other. Six of Swords reversed. Okay, something needs to get healed. Something needs to get addressed because it's been left in this uncomfortable place for too long. Five of Pentacles reversed. I feel like you and somebody else miss each other. Queen of Swords. You're holding up your boundaries though. Justice. Okay, a lot of air energy. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Strong Libra here. The Ten of Swords. Okay. You and this person do miss each other. But I'm getting the sense that that does not stop the situation. You're putting up strong boundaries, even energetic and psychic boundaries with this person. It's hard to see, but in the Justice card, there's a little key, and the tag attached to it is Pandora. I feel like while you guys might miss each other, there's a level to which you are holding yourself back because it's the understanding. If I let this person in, if I give them an inch, they're going to take a mile. And you've seen what they can do with the Ten of Swords. You've seen how things can spiral out of control. This person is a karmic relationship in your life. And karmic relationships are not a bad thing. Those are how we learn, how we grow. I know karmic has gotten to be kind of a dirty word in the spiritual community. But karmic relationships are necessary. This, however, feels like a quintessential kind of like karmic connection where you guys are, you might have quincunxes somewhere in your synastry, where you guys are just struggling, especially with communication or values. You guys are struggling to get on the same page. It's kind of like you guys in some ways bring out the best and the worst of each other is kind of what I'm getting. So this person might encourage, you could like, it's really weird. There's an energy of like, in one area you guys could have like a conjunction, but in another area you guys could have a quincunx. And if you're unfamiliar with those aspects in astrology, a conjunction is when two planets are within 6 degrees of each other. Well, it's debated. Some people say within 1 degree, some people say within 6, some people say within 10. I split the difference and say 6. But very close together, right? And they kind of intensify each other's energy. They kind of might empower each other. It's just like it's amplified, right? In that area, it feels like you guys, like, you hype each other up. You rev each other up. You inspire each other. You support each other. But there's another area of this relationship where, and when I say relationship, I don't mean it has to be romantic. For a lot of people here, I feel like it might be split. This feels like a pretty even split between romance, friendship, or family. It could go any way here. It's about 30% each. So put yourself where you see yourself. But there's a sense here where, like, in that area of the relationship, like I said, you guys intensify each other. But there's another area of the relationship where it feels like a quincunx, which is when planets are 150 degrees apart. And this is like where there's repetitive issues, right? This is also where when you see people do like karmic pairings, those are often signs that are quincunx from one another. Because it's like you have different strategies to solving problems and you're not even trying to solve the same problem. You're kind of like talking past each other. This is like when a problem keeps boomeranging back around. I call it the backed into a corner aspect. And there's challenge, there's struggle. It's like you always end up in the same fight. Very cyclical kind of energy. That's why they're often, touted as karmic pairings. So there's just a sense here where I feel like you and this person, you have ways where you're really supportive of each other. So like a good example, this would be like, let's say, you and this person, your suns are conjunct or maybe trine or something like that. But your Mercuries are quincunx. This would be kind of that suggestion of like, okay, so when it comes to your sense of confidence and enlightenment and personal power, you guys, you're on the same page, you hype each other up, you are like, yeah, you've got this, you can do this, or, this would be the kind of person that if you're kind of explaining like a problem at work, you're like, what, am I the asshole? Am I being difficult? They're like, no. And here's why, right? Like you guys are on the same page. They want to see you succeed. You want to see them succeed, but your Mercuries are quincunx, meaning how you handle communication is just always misaligned. And that's just a small example, but it's kind of like that. Maybe this is where it's like your Venuses are conjunct, but your Mercuries are quincunx. So there's a lot of love there. There's a lot of, desire for partnership in a similar fashion, but communication is always an issue, right? Or like your Mercuries are conjunct, but your Mars are quincunx. So you guys think really similarly. This is like that person where it's like, you thinking what I'm thinking? Of course I am. You have similar ways of talking and communicating. But when it comes to, that kind of combination would be like somebody who, you're like, you have a conversation, you're on the same page, but then you take totally different actions to get there. You're like, what the hell happened? I thought we were on the same page. And this is why I like looking at astrology so much more than just like your, synastry is so much more than just your sun signs or your Venus or your moon. There's a lot to it. There's a lot of information that can be gleaned from it. That's a separate rant from a separate time. This feels kind of like that, where there are areas where you guys hype each other up, but when you get on each other's nerves or in that area where things just never seem to align, it not only doesn't align, but it spirals out of control quickly. And I feel like ends up in this 10 of Swords. This could be where both of you have trust issues. So it's like when you guys are on the same page and things are going well, you guys are really like, you're gelling, you're vibing, but this would be like, maybe one of you says something to make the other person, doubt them. And then this person is trying to make the first person jealous. There's something here where it's like you guys play off each other's insecurities when it comes up. And I feel like it's not something that's often talked about. So it's like, and things can just spiral out of control, right? This is like, well, I was only talking to this person because I thought you were talking to somebody else. And like, but then you both are like, trying to up the ante. What is this 10 of Swords? I want to get more clarification because I'm nosy. The Star reversed. Okay. And the 5 of Wands. What is at the bottom? The Hierophant. A lot of you guys, this is somebody who you have fights with about commitment, especially with justice showing up. You've had fights with about commitment. So this would be like, one person's kind of like, I feel like we're meant to be together. Why? Like there's a sense here of like, I feel like we're meant to be together. And yet both of you might feel like that, but it's like, okay, well then why won't you commit? And that might cause, again, a power struggle. Or it might be like, one person's like, I do love you like that, but I just don't want to put a label on it. So then the other person's kind of like, well, fine. If we're not committed, I'm going to go be seeing other people. And that hurts the first person's feelings. And then they're going out and trying to like, this has like that energy of like, not like revenge, I'm going to go sleep with somebody else, but it's kind of like not totally dissimilar. And those are just like small, examples. And it kind of feels like you've gotten into a place with this person where you have them at arm's length. It's kind of like, nope, I have you where I want you. I like you there, because maybe you guys have finally worked something out where you guys have maybe not what you wanted, but you're comfortable with the arrangement. So maybe you guys are like, you're friends, but like you want to be together, but it's like, no, I've seen what happens. Because again, it's kind of like it all falls apart, right? The Star reversed and the 5 of Wands to clarify the 10 of Swords. When things get bad, it just feels like you guys fight. And it feels like you guys are just like falling out of alignment with each other. And I feel like, because the Star is about a wish fulfillment, but it's also about divine alignment. I feel like for the both of you, it feels wrong to not be in each other's lives. So there's something about whatever you have created currently where it's like, this is a holding pattern. And I don't want to go past that. Maybe you talk to them every once in a while, or maybe even you guys have something casual, but there's no expectations for anything more. And it's like, nope, I don't want to talk about feelings. I don't want to talk about more commitment. There's something like that where it's like, I don't want to start getting into more. You have to have your guard up with this person. And I do see that. Again, for some of you, you're not in contact with this person right now because it's something they've been doing. I feel like this person misses you. What is this 5 of Pentacles reverse? I feel like there's gonna, well, let's just see what comes out. Because I think this is what's changing. Judgment in reverse. This person might be reflecting again on some of their choices, and they're something that they felt very justified in doing, very vindicated in doing before. They might be looking at it again and be like, you know what? That was not the best thing to do. What is this? The 7 of Swords. Yes. The Queen of Wands. Yeah, I'm not surprised. The Wheel of Fortune. So for a lot of you, this person, there was somebody else in the picture. We have 2 queens showing up. Could have been a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. I think what's changing over this next month, there might be a shift and a change between this person and the other person they were dealing with, and that's giving them some perspective on the situation with you, to be completely honest. So let's say this was a friend and they started, you know, picking fights with you or blowing you off, or they tried to like introduce another friend into the group. There's somebody else in this dynamic. This would be like they're kind of the person that they were prioritizing over you. I feel like I keep getting is like screwing them over, and it's giving them a little bit more perspective. For some, there's a turn of events with the Wheel of Fortune that is causing excuse me, that is causing your person that you're dealing with, that's causing them to look back at their actions and see their actions as, I would never usually use this word about these cards, but I'm going to say greedy or like entitled. So again, it's something where maybe they in the past were like, well, yeah, no, I should be able to do this, or like, this is fine, or, oh, if they get mad about it, you know, that's their problem. And there's something where there's just a shift in the consciousness here, because all these clarify 5 of Pentacles reversed, meaning that this shift is, you know, out of a scarcity mindset, out of a lackful mentality. This person may have had a lot of self-confidence issues and needed validation from other people a lot. And there's something where as they're shifting out of that, they may have been doing some kind of work on themselves. They're looking back at their behavior and they're kind of like, I shouldn't have done that. I could have done better. And there's a sense where I think it's giving them a new perspective on the dynamic between the two of you. And the question is, what are they going to do about it? Temperance. Okay, I think they're letting this healing sink in first, the Knight of Pentacles, before they take action. So they might not, over this month, they might not really be taking a lot of action. Yeah, the 2 of Pentacles, they want to let things kind of come back into balance, but your team wants you to know that this is happening. You might start seeing more signs of them. For some, they might reach out. Yeah, the Emperor reversed. I feel like for many, they won't, though. But there's a sense here where they are taking time to really be in contemplation. They are moving toward healing. They are trying to invest more in healing. The full moon this month might be really, really significant for this situation. What are they moving toward ultimately? The Knight of Cups, being able to approach you again, offer an apology, possibly want to try again. 2 of Pentacles, be able to come to the table as 2 equals, find balance among your opposite sides. This person with the Emperor reverse might be looking to kind of like, I'm hearing like stand down, so to sort of like back down a little bit. The Emperor can be very controlling, kind of my way is the highway, or my way or the highway. My way is the highway. You guys, that's okay. We're going to be fine here. So this person might be kind of looking to get their ego under control, because I feel like they're having a reckoning, or they've already recently had it, where they're kind of like, oh, I really did not toe the line here. And it's very hard for them to admit that. Excuse me, but this is going to be a month where I feel you're going to feel a shift in the energy between you and this person. You might hear something about them. In general, too, I feel like with the 5 of Pentacles reversed, you guys might be feeling more, feeling more okay about what you were asking for, right? Like, no, I wasn't asking for too much. That's fine. Yeah, Queen of Cups, you're going to be feeling very emotionally balanced within yourself, especially with that Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, balanced between the, the head and the heart. Seeing yourself as somebody who's compassionate and understanding, but also boundaried and principled. Yep, the Chariot. The 9 of Cups reversed. Okay. And the 6 of Pentacles. I love this because I feel like you're in this place of feeling really confident in yourself. This is going to be a month where you feel really good about what you did. It's kind of this energy of, you know what? I might want something. Again, we had the, 2 wish fulfillment cards both coming out reversed. Like, I may have really wanted excuse me, this friendship to work out, this relationship to work out, but not at the expense of my self-respect. There's a sense here with the 6 of Pentacles about, like, if it can't meet my needs, if it doesn't honor me, if there's no equal give and take, I don't want it. I am willing to forego what I feel to be a wish in order to have a real, solid, honest, good give and take. And because of that, I feel like you're going to be attracting a lot more balance into your life this month. I want to clarify the 6 of Pentacles. The 2 of Swords. So again, things aren't really moving forward a whole lot. There's not really a lot of communication, but things are stabilizing, I feel. And I feel a greater sense of peace about that. Excuse me, 8 of Pentacles. Some of you, you're just really focused on your work this month, and that feels really good. So you're restabilizing, regrouping, you're rebalancing. And with the Page of Pentacles at the bottom, you might be starting a new project, a new hobby. And this is just a month of feeling really grounded in yourself and feeling a lot more confident in your decision making when it comes to this situation. So like I said, I don't see a lot of movement between you and this person, but I see a lot of confidence in yourself and a lot of self-assuredness about this whole thing. The Magician reversed. The High Priestess. Some of you might be getting some type of confirmation that you may have been, because we saw that 7 of Swords earlier, you may have really been feeling like the person you were dealing with was being a little sneaky bitch. Trying to manipulate, trying to sort of, sorry guys, trying to manipulate the situation, trying to kind of feed you a line or tell you a story you wanted to hear. And I feel like a lot of you're kind of getting some type of intuitive insight. I feel like your Halloween messages will be very related to this, but you're getting some type of intuitive insight, or maybe you're getting confirmation of something you were intuitively picking up on, that this person was not being the most honest. So this could be where, maybe they told you they weren't, if this was somebody you're dating, they told you they weren't dealing with anybody else, and you see pictures of the two of them together on social media, or I'm trying to think of another good example. It's something kind of like that, where you already kind of knew, or you were this has a feeling of no, I call BS. And you're kind of getting confirmation in some way, shape, or form that your intuition was accurate. And I think that's part of that confidence is no, I was being reasonable. I was asking for something reasonable. This also could be where somebody who knows you and knows this other person, knows the story that's elapsed between you, and you're getting affirmation from this person that that person was not treating you well. And it's kind of it's validating, right? So this seems like this is going to be kind of a restabilization month for you guys. So I want to pull your Halloween messages. Yup, vampire, emotional intelligence. No kidding. That's why I'm I feel like this will be really related. Yeah, I feel like you're getting a lot of clarity. Whenever this comes out, I don't want to immediately be emotional vampire, emotional vampire. I feel like you're getting just a lot of clarity about what drains you. We have the image of blood. Blood imagery is always kind of about our vitality, what really drains you, and with emotional intelligence being the term here, again, you know, it's that Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups with that High Priestess. You know what you know. And there's a sense here of like feeling very, very confident and like, no, I took matters back into my own hands. Just because the initial cards that came out, you know, is that Queen of Swords, Justice, Ten of Swords, and that Five of Pentacles reverse. Somebody, you know, again, this person could be reaching out to you. I don't feel like that for most of you, but it could be where, you know, maybe your negative feelings about the situation were like are kind of softening, but you're still able to keep boundaries up. It's kind of like, okay, you know, I forgive you, but I don't want to go back to the way things were. And I feel like it's just like restoring a lot of confidence and a lot of balance within yourself. You might kind of finally start to feel like, you know, especially if this person was really interwoven into your life and they're not now, you might finally start to be getting back to like a good routine for yourself. What is this card? Four of Swords. Yeah, this is not, you know, this is non-communication, non-action, but this is healing. So this isn't going to be an action-packed month for you, Six of Pentacles, but this is going to be a balancing and restoration of the energy. Two of Cups. Yep. The Sun and the Two of Swords. I feel a lot of you with this emotional intelligence, you're getting a lot of understanding and clarity about who and what you want to invest in, right? And it's kind of like, I know what I'm willing to bring to the table in a relationship, and I expect nothing less than the same in return. And anything less than that, I'm not entertaining, because the rabbit's got its back turned to the Two of Swords. So it's like, and it's facing, this is the placement. It's like focused on, this is our enlightenment, our happiness, our joy, focused on the Two of Cups, focused on, okay, this is what, excuse me, sorry guys. Oh, upper respiratory symptoms, excuse me. Okay. It's kind of like, this is the relationship I want. And anything less than this, I'm not interested in it. So you guys are having a lot of insight. A lot of you, your clairsentience is going to be popping off this month. So you'll be very attuned to other people's feelings, other people's emotional energy. Trust that implicitly. That does not lie. Ace of Swords, yeah. What's coming through the other, like, the veil for you from the other side is this intense clarity. In a sense of confidence, and I feel it restores optimism to you, especially when it comes to the people in your life, and especially one person in particular, because with the Tower reversed, you've been making changes to stabilize this area of your life, and I feel like it's paying off. The Ace of Cups, yeah, emotional renewal. The Nine of Cups reversed, despite having lost out on a wish. And the Knight of Cups, you're moving forward. This is beautiful. I love this. So with the other, what's coming through, I'm so sorry, folks. What's coming through the veil for you, again, clairsentience all day. You know what you know. You know you're able to feel it very intensely. Be protective of your energy, especially in large spaces, especially if you're kind of new, a new clairsentient or empath. Be really just like really conscientious about this, because you might get drained very easily. But there's a sense here where you're sharp as a damn tack when it comes to people's emotional energy this month. And again, this might be something that's emerging for you as a new spiritual gift, or it's intensifying. But there's a sense here that this gives you clarity about who it was you were dealing with. And there's kind of like, I feel like this resolution within yourself, or you're coming to peace about the fact that like, yep, things didn't go the way I wanted. This had a lot of promise and it fell through, but you know what? I'm going to keep going forward. There's more good things out there, right? Especially, you know, this imagery, you've got your eyes on the prize, the types of partnerships you want to have in your life, the types of experiences you want to have, things that make you feel good. You got your eyes on the prize, and you're not dealing with people who won't choose you anymore. Excuse me. People who might not commit, people who refuse to communicate, who keep you stuck, people who try to keep you in limbo, people who are manipulative toward you. So this is going to be a month that I feel is just very, very healing for you. Again, very restorative, and where your clairsentience is going to be quite heightened. So definitely trust whatever you're picking up on about people this month. Trust that, because you know what you know. So I think that's everything I've got for you guys today. Thank you so much for being here. I'm really glad we got the chance to connect, and I hope I get to read for you again real soon. Take care.